Demonic presence at unsafe levels. Lockdown in effect.
There are many demons, but there's only one
Electro-demon.
Surely, Gast, you haven't slept for days. And your neck's gotta be aching from all that looking over your shoulder you're doing. No, the way I figure it is you got someone powerful mean on your tail and they ain't giving up until you end up in the river. And you walk out that door without me, we both know you're not making it 5 steps.
Mafia, the Definitive Edition, is a remake of the 2002 game Mafia. It features many quality of life improvements, new shiny engine, new cutscenes and a lot more stuff. Is this the new golden standard for remakes, or should you avoid this like the plague? Stick with this review to find out.
Spoke to members of the press and gave a brief account of the...
I played the original game back in the day. It was good for its time, but if you were to play it today, I think you'd have a bad time. Time has not been kind to it, graphically and gameplay-wise. Luckily, there's Mafia the Definitive Edition, the game we're reviewing today. The story in Mafia is the absolute shining point. It's expertly written with a satisfying ending. It's a mob story, basically. You play as Tommy Angelo, a cabbie in the fictional city of Lost Haven, who by accident got involved with the Italian crime mafia, the Salieri mob. Eventually, you join up the Don Salieri crew and become a mobster yourself. All of the characters are expertly written and the cutscenes are superb. The plot is set in 1930s and it's full of twists, wise guy jokes, betrayal and more. I think that's enough about the story without treading into spoiler territory. Like I said, the story is a huge part of the game, and I really don't want to spoil anything to you. So the game is set in 1930s. Buildings, architecture and cars really make you believe in this world. Cars are slow and kinda janky to maneuver, but you get used to it. There's also the option to limit your speed, which is useful because you don't want to go over the speed limit in front of the cops. They'll go after you. You have a wanted meter, similar in style to GTA games. You lose the cops either by driving fast or outmaneuvering them using special places on the map. After you're no longer wanted, you're free to go about your way. Gameplay is great. You'll be doing a lot of shooting, chasing, robbing, there's even some stealth sections. Gunplay feels heavy and meaty. There's revolvers, pistols, Tommy gun, shotgun and more. It's a third-person cover-based gameplay. Nothing special, but it works. You can even throw grenades and molotovs. I like how there's no regenerating health, but instead you have a health bar. I dig that. Stealth is solid, but very basic. You enter sneaking mode and you go behind an enemy to perform a takedown. Some missions require that you be stealthy and they're okay. There's also some brawling involved with your fists, especially at the start of the game. This is also quite easy, with you landing punches with one button and avoiding them with another. It works and it's fine, but it's a bit basic, like stealth. This is a sandbox game, but you'd be mistaken if you think there's plenty of activities outside the main missions for you to do. There really isn't much to do outside of main missions. The map is fairly large and quite populated with cars, pedestrians and buildings, but there are no side activities. There weren't any in the OG game and there aren't any here. There are also radio stations for you to listen while you're driving. There are only 2 radio stations, which is a shame, but it gets the job done with messages about the 1930s politics and period-correct music. The only thing that sometimes annoyed me is the sheer driving. Often you have to drive and you drive your colleagues on the job at hand. It's fine and it's definitely interesting to listen to your mob colleagues ramble about various things, but sometimes it's too much and the crappy car controls don't help either.
Go on and pop him, Tom.
No, wait. Please. Please, I don't want to fucking die, man.
The thing about Mafia, the Definitive Edition, is that it's a game that you have to immerse yourself to really enjoy it. The story is what keeps the game interesting, and the gameplay is solid and complements the story. I was always a fan of mobster TV shows and movies, so maybe that's why I really enjoyed Mafia the Definitive Edition so much. Graphically speaking, Hangar 13 did a fantastic job. It's the Mafia 3 engine and I really have no complaints. Everything looks sharp, character animation is great, and the lighting is awesome. It ran smoothly at max settings on my Vega 64. Mafia the Definitive Edition is one of the best remakes I've yet played. It features a rich story with solid gameplay elements, and if you're a fan of mobster stories, you should definitely check this one out. If I had to give a score to this game, I'd give it 8.7 out of 10.
Let's go.
Michelle. She's the one from the racetrack, right?
Tom, that was the last time we were going to talk about her. Ever. I told you what I had to ask, and you listened. Gotta leave it there.
Okay.